Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to our last semester. This is the first lecture in semester 4 before we reach the end of our school year. There's still some objectives that we need to finish them, okay? So today we're going to cover grammar. In the grammar, we're going to cover the possessives. We're going to identify possessives. We will form the possessive of singular nouns. We will form the possessive of regular plural nouns and irregular plural nouns. And at the end, we will read and correct errors with possessives. Your resources for this template are the exercises in the lecture as usual and the exercises in your grammar practice book from pages 41 to 45. First of all, what are possessives? What do we mean when we say possessives? Possessives show ownership. Ownership means that when someone owns something, okay? So when you own something, then you have ownership to it. So we say there are possessives. They show something belongs to someone or something. So there is an object, for example, that belongs to someone or to something else. In other words, they possess something. They possess. So the word possessive comes from possess, the verb possess. Example, if you want to show that a book belongs to the boy, so if I want to say that the book on the table is for that boy or for that student, I would say it the boy's book. The boy's book. Other example, the girls, for example, the girl's bag. Another example, for example, the teacher's phone. So you see, I want to show that the phone belongs to the teacher, or the bag belongs to the girl, or the book belongs to the boy. So I state it this way. But in order to write the possessives, we have to follow certain rules. First of all, let's just look at these examples and see how we can say these ideas using the possessive form before I get into the rules. For example, if I want to say that the cat belongs to the girl, so the cat belongs to the girl is the one who owns the coat. Sorry, not the cat, the coat. So the girl is the one who owns the coat. What would I say? So I put the a person who owns that thing at the beginning. So I have to start with the girl. And what belongs to the girl? The coat. So I say the girl's coat. So I start with the name of the person or the name of the thing that owns the other thing. Then I follow it with the object that belongs to it or to him or her. The girl's coat. Another example. The bone belongs to the dog. The bone belongs to the dog. So the dog is the owner. We say the dog's bone. Another example, the pencil belongs to the teacher. So the teacher owns the pencil. We say the teacher's pencil. Okay. Another example also, the jump ropes belong to the students. So the students own those jump ropes. We say the students' jump ropes. Okay. So for every noun, a possessive noun, we wrote it in a different way. Why? Because there are certain rules I have to follow depending on if I have a singular noun or if I have a plural noun. Notice that in examples 1, 2, 3, we wrote apostrophe then s to the owner, but in number 4, we put s then apostrophe. Why? You're going to see. Rule number 1. What does rule number 1 say? To form the possessive of a singular noun. So if I have a singular noun and I want to form the possessive of this singular noun, what should I do? I add an apostrophe and s. I should add an apostrophe then s. So if I have a singular noun, I should add apostrophe then s. Example, car. Car is a singular noun. Okay, and I want to show possession to it. So I have to add apostrophe then s. A noun, first let me remind you with the noun. The noun is a person, place, or thing. This is first. And the singular noun means that there is only one. Okay, when there is more than one, it's called the plural. Okay, so let's agree on this. This is something that we have covered before, that the noun is a person, place, or thing or idea. And singular means that there is only one. When there is more than one, we call it plural. So as we said in the rule, that when we want to show possession for a singular noun, we have to add apostrophe, then s to the noun. For example, if the singular noun cat has a brush, so the cat owns the brush, and cat is singular. I have one cat only. So what should I do here? I should follow the rule. I say the cats, I add apostrophe, then s to the cat, then I name the object that belongs to the cat. So I say the cat a brush. So note something, that cat is a singular noun, and we want to show possession for the cat. So we add apostrophe, then s, since it is a singular noun. The cat's a brush. Simple and easy. Let's practice a little bit the singular possessives. Why not? So let's practice the first example. The lady owns the coat. So the coat belongs to the lady. So the owner is the lady. I have to start with the lady. Lady, is it singular or plural? Lady is singular. So according to the rule, we have to add what to the singular noun to show possession? We have to add apostrophe then s. So which one is the correct? Number three, apostrophe then s. Another example, the man has a belt. The man has a belt. Okay, so the man is the owner. Man, how many man we're talking about here? We're talking about only one man, so it's a singular noun. So according to the rule, it says that we have to add apostrophe then as, so it's not number one. We do not say the man's belt without apostrophe. We do not say the man's as apostrophe, no, so we have to write apostrophe then s. The apostrophe comes before the s in the singular noun. Third example, Frank owns the boat. Frank owns the boat. So Frank is the owner. I have to start with the Frank, and the Frank is only one boy, so it's singular. So I have to add apostrophe then as, like number two. Rule number two. To form the possessive of a plural noun ending in s. When we say plural noun ending in s, we mean the regular plurals that take s that follow the rules. We have to add only apostrophe. Example, dogs. Dogs is a regular plural and it ends with s. Then I just add apostrophe after the s. Again, we repeat, a plural noun means there is more than one. For example, boy is singular and boys is plural. And here, boys is a regular plural noun because it takes s. So, how do we form the possessive? Since one s was already added to make this noun a plural, since there is already an s in this noun, then a second s is not added in the possessive. We do not add a second s. Okay, we just add an apostrophe. Example, the three girls' notebook. We say the three girls' notebook. We add apostrophe after the S. We do not say the three girls' notebook. No, never add apostrophe and S after the S. Just add apostrophe since the noun is already in the plural and it already has an S. Let's practice plural possessives, the regular plural. First example, three ladies own the business. Ladies. So the owner here is the ladies. The ladies. Okay, ladies is already in the plural and it already has S. So what should we do? We just add apostrophe. So it's never number one, never number three, it's number two. We add just apostrophe. Another example, the pen belongs to two dogs. The pen belongs to two dogs. So the owners here are the dogs. Okay, pay attention. The owners are the dogs. And dogs is a plural noun and it ends already with S. So what must we do here? We just add apostrophe. So the correct answer, it's never number one, the dog's pen with no apostrophe, no. The dog's pen, S, then apostrophe, just add S. So number two is the correct choice. Number two is the correct choice, not number three. Okay, now let's practice both the singular and the plural possessives. The ring belongs to the girl. The ring belongs to the girl. So the girl is the owner. So how should we show possession here? Do we say the girl's ring with S then apostrophe? Do we say the girl's ring apostrophe then S, or do we say the girl's ring without an apostrophe? So since girl here is singular, so the rule says that when we have a singular noun, we must add apostrophe then S, then it's number 2. Another example, the bike belongs to 3 boys. The bike belongs to 3 boys. So the owners here are the boys, 3 boys. And 3 boys is a plural noun, boys, plural. So what should we do here? Since it already ends with S, okay, so there is a plural S in the noun. So we just add apostrophe. So number 3 is the correct choice. The 4 cooks own the kitchen. The 4 cooks we mean the chefs, those who cook. Who make food, prepare food. The 4 cooks own the kitchen. The owners here are the 4 cooks. 4 cooks is a plural noun, and cooks is already ends with S. So what should we do here? We just add apostrophe after the S. So number 2 is the correct choice. Last example, the tools belong to dad. So dad is the owner, and dad here is one dad only. He's the singular. So what should we do? We should add apostrophe then S. Dad's tools, then it's number 1, the correct answer. Some nouns are made into plurals without adding s. If you remember that we talked about it before, that some nouns do not take s and we have to change them according to each noun. Some nouns stay the same, some nouns change vowel letters. So what should we do here? Let's take some examples first. Man, men, mouse, mice, for example, child, children. So these are nouns that when they change into the plural, they do not take s. So to form the possessive of a plural noun that doesn't end in s for the irregular plural noun, add an apostrophe and s. Okay, so it's similar to rule number 1 when we have a singular noun. When we have a plural noun which is irregular that doesn't take s, we have to do the same. We add apostrophe then s. Example, mice, mices. Okay, apostrophe then s. Examples. The cars belong to the men. The cars belong to the men. So the men are the owners, and men is one of the irregular plurals. So what should we do here? We say the men's apostrophe s. Then what belongs to them? The men's cars. The men's cars. Another example. The cheese belongs to the mice. Mice is also irregular plural noun. It doesn't take s. So we say the mice's apostrophe then s cheese. The mice's cheese. Third example, the children own the toys. Toys is children owns the toys. Children is an irregular plural noun, so it should take apostrophe then s. We say that children's toys. Now let's practice irregular. So let's practice now the first example. The dishes belong to the women. Okay, so the women are the owners here. A woman is an irregular plural noun. So what should we say? Woman's as apostrophe, woman's dishes, or woman's apostrophe s, or woman's as apostrophe s. Which one is the correct one? Since we say that women is the irregular plural noun, so the rule says we have to add apostrophe then s. The number 2 is the correct one. Okay, the barn belongs to the oxen. The barn belongs to the oxen. Oxen are the owners, and oxen is a plural noun. It's irregular plural noun. It doesn't take s. So what does the rule say? The rule says it must take apostrophe then s. Then number 1 is correct. The oxen's barn. The oxen's apostrophe s barn. The people own the seats. The people own the seats. So people are the owners, and people is an irregular plural noun. So what should we say here? People's seats with s apostrophe, or people's only s, or people's with apostrophe s seats? People's seats. People's should take apostrophe then s, since it's an irregular plural noun. So 3 is the correct answer. Okay, guys, we have reached the end of our lecture. Thank you for listening. I hope that you have enjoyed the lecture now. It's time for you to go and solve the exercises in your grammar book. If you still have any questions, please keep them for the live session. Bye-bye.